We not business. We going all out. When you see Trinidad, them 50%. Call it a me. I think I expect that party. Lion is not the rocks like page and we crap overcome. On every job in like the grenades and them hold. Sun up, we live for this. Rain come, we live for this. War up, we live for this. Can't up, we live for this. We can't rebel, but it's in ten and pill. But I see big bottom, but woman more than man. For this. Not over till it's over. Me and God, I've been a thing for sober. Just give me more rum. We could have more liquor. This stress done. I leave the kids there with their grandmother. I'm not drunk, so mind your funky business. Do what I want, jumping behind a big truck. Woman in front, that's not on me. That's not water on me. That's beer all over me. When we reach it, when the vetting start, we love the vet. Vetting it we are. We will broke down fence, we will take down rail. After carnival, you can put me in jail. But on we live for this. Rain come, we live for this. War up, we live for this. Can't up, we live for this. You can't rebel, but it's in ten and pill. But I see big bottom, but woman more than man. Not over till it's over. Me and God, I've been a thing for sober. Just give me more rum. We could have more liquor. This stress done. I leave the kids there with their grandmother. Don't tell me about time out. We live for this. Vet it till it drinks out. We live for this. When we reach it, when the vetting start. We love the vet. Vetting it we are. When you see Trinidad, them 50%. Call it a me. I think I expect that party. Lion is not the rocks like page and we crap overcome. On every job in like the grenades and them hold.
Go to fix. Good evening. Good night. Good morning. Wherever you are in the world right now, I am Michelle G. One of me? Only me? Only me. Yeah. Streaming live on GetWithTheFix.net, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix.
Show me that you really want me. When it's bumping, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. Look at this, I'm on Sherry. Roll your waist, push the bumper. Roll your waist, push the bumper on me. Talk that, oh gosh. Make my blood so hot, so hot. Awake, so you got a man, so hot.
Hello. All right. There we go. You know, I didn't touch anything. But I don't know. Get with the fix, Michelle G. Hello, people. I'm here live in the building, waiting on my guest to arrive. You know, my guest is coming from New York, and y'all know how New York night traffic is, you know? But he will be here shortly. I am in the building, like I said, streaming live, Blaze Radio, Mighty Mix, Majestic, Coffee, Metric, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. It's a great Wednesday. It's a great day to be here. Please let me know if you guys hear me on the live, because my mic did something just now, 2 seconds ago. Just let me know if you hear me so I'm not talking to myself, you know, because that will mean that I'm crazy, you know? Yeah. So I'm in the building. You know, there's so much going on while we wait for our guests. There's so much going on in the world. Where do we start? Where we start is I'm annoyed. I am pissed off. I am aggravated. I don't even know what else to say. But if you're living under a rock and you are Caribbean, you know exactly what's happening right now in the social space. I'm going to say. Right now, you know, my platform, and I tell people this all the time, like, a lot of times things come across to me and I use my platform to educate for music, production, promotion, you know, all of those things. And when things are happening on the internet, it's only right that, you know, I speak on it. So I did post the video of the incident that is happening right now in Jamaica. Right now, not in Jamaica, but it happened in Jamaica. You know, that's one of my favorite places in the world. It happened in Jamaica. Is my video paused? It keeps telling me it's paused on my phone. I don't know why. But yeah, it happened in Jamaica where I have a son, and it traumatized me to watch what happened to these young men in Jamaica. Folks, you know, went on vacation. I'm not understanding why people go on vacation and create problems. I would never for the life of me understand. Audrey, tell me if you're seeing me, because on my phone is saying my video is paused. I don't know, somebody playing with my Instagram today. They probably pissed off at me for sharing the video. But the video, as you guys know, is out where these four, I think it's about 3 or so young men were at this event, Zimmy, as it's called, having a good time, you know, living their life, and you can tell that they're young boys. And these individuals from New York, one I think live in Jamaica, but they're from New York City. And there was a guy in the back who, first of all, the guy who beat up the kids was actually throwing the water from the pool all over. Then the guy in the back threw the water, threw the water, and then he threw a cup and it hit said man's head. Said man decided that, you know, he was going to turn around, get into whatever. The young man decided that he was just going to tell him to calm down. However, y'all saw the video. I always want to know, if you can't control your liquor, why do you people drink? Why do you people drink? Why do y'all go outside and spend all this money and drink and then cause harm to other people? You know, yeah, I knew they was going to stop my life. I'm going to restart it. Hold on, people.
Cut different, babies.
Show me that you really want me. Wine is bumping, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. Look at Miss, I'm on Sherry. Go on the bank, coffee, put it on me.
As I was saying, somebody probably playing with my Instagram. You know, they probably pissed at me right now, but that's okay. As I was saying, that, you know, the young man just basically tapped him on his chest and was like, yo, I guess, you know, relax, like it's not that serious or whatever. And homeboy went into a rage. And as I was saying, if y'all can't go outside and handle y'all big dirty stinking liquor, why do you people drink? Why do y'all drink? Why do y'all spend all of this money and go outside and cause havoc? Somebody could have died. One of those young men could have died. And like I said, I have a son, and all I saw was my son being beaten. And a lot of people that I know have children. And I know that that triggered so many people. But y'all got to stop going outside and trying to destroy what people build. Do you know that when these promoters get these places, do you know how much money they spend just to make sure that you guys have a good time? They spend a lot of money. Then there's liquor, then there's permits and all of these other things that they have to pay for. So I don't understand how you could take a plane and cause problems for people. I don't get it. And I will continue to use my platform the way I use my platform. I will continue to do that, right? Because it's despicable behavior. It was disgusting to watch that. And a young man like was under the table, like begging for him to stop, but homeboy just kept going. A lot of you Caribbean people have mental health issues that you haven't addressed, that nobody has diagnosed. that you can get so angry that you can't come down from that. That is a psychotic behavior. You have some type of psychosis going on with you that you can't come down from your anger. Okay? A lot of Caribbean men and women are so angry, and a lot of you are so-called influencers are so angry that I don't know what y'all so angry about. But what I know is that you feel as though you're so privileged that you don't have to follow rules. And that's the problem. Your followers and your fans give y'all this big and y'all feel y'all don't have to follow rules. This is not the first time we're seeing this. The first time we saw it was that girl, and everybody defended her because she dressed nice and they like her. So that didn't go anywhere. Nobody learned their lesson from that one. And now here we are again, not even 2 months or so later. Here we are again. What I am absolutely loving is that the Jamaican media is having the conversations about these things. Attorneys are talking. You can be charged for these things. From what I was told, one of them may be in custody. That's what we were told. Everybody deactivated their social media pages. I don't know. We don't know where they at or whatever. But if you cannot drink and go outside, y'all need to stop drinking. Alcohol is a depressant. And I say this all the time. Alcohol is a depressant. You know what that means? If you have some sort of mental psychosis and you drink alcohol, it is worse for you. I would like to know, what are they thinking right now? Like when they see themselves all over social media, like what's the thought? What's the thought? Y'all friends, a lot of them are friends with people that some of us know. And I ain't see none of them come out and say nothing. Not one of them come out and say, hey, I don't know if they spoke to them on the phone or whatever, but everybody's quiet. Everybody quiet. This could have been y'all children. This could have been one of you who are friends with them. Pick me. This could have been one of your children. Okay? Now, there's a lot of information going around as to who these young men are in Jamaica. There's a lot of information going around. People have told me all kinds of things about who they are in Jamaica, who their family are, and all of these other things. But we have got to stop with this. Being Caribbean is already a stigma. It's already a stigma. They constantly say they're not renting places to us because of our behaviors. And we go and we just can't stop. We can't stop. We just can't stop. Y'all got to get it together with this liquor drinking business. Like if you know you can't handle your liquor, don't drink. Do like me. Drink water, pineapple juice, and cranberry. That's what you do. That's what I drink. Because I know I'm not a drinker. So I don't drink. But the young man, they're saying, is in the hospital recovering from the incident. And, we're going to see where this plays out to. But when you leave the country and you go away, that's international borders. You're now in international borders. So what the U.S. can do, if the U.S. decides that, if the feds decides that this is a crime that was committed, they can have them extradited back to Jamaica to face these charges. So when y'all go to the Caribbean and y'all act up, just know that the federal government can extradite you back to that country to face those charges. Just like if you commit a crime here and you leave and you go someplace else, they extradite you back here to face your charges. So when you guys go out, your nice clothes and your makeup and your hair done and your Gucci, your Louis, your da-da-da-da-da, your Burberry, all of these things, you're 2 seconds away from jail when you want to act up. And I have no sympathy for none of them. None whatsoever. Not one. And again, I will continue to use my platform to showcase what's going on. I will. And some of y'all friends might not like it, but I don't care because it's nonsense. Those little boys could have died. They could have literally died. But instead of protecting them, these big grown men, and then they pick up a table. You know what? It's such a shame. It's such a shame that we don't love and protect each other. It's such a shame that us as Caribbean people face so many obstacles that we can't love and protect each other. But you know what happened? You know what I think happened? I think they thought that people were going to be on their side. And that's why they kept going. And then everybody around the place, people were like, why weren't they helping? Why weren't they helping? I think everybody was like afraid or in shock or something. And the person who threw the cup, I'll know nobody in touchy. I'll know. I'm not sure if they're going to give him charges as well for starting the whole thing. We're not sure. But people, when y'all go outside, please. The promoters can be held liable for your behaviors when you go outside to people's events. They can be held liable when y'all go outside to people's events. Please act accordingly and behave like we got sense. They could have put them promoters in like they could never keep another party in Jamaica. And I'm sure they are facing a whole lot of scrutiny right now with the Minister of Tourism and all of this other stuff right now in Jamaica. I'm sure they are. But nobody ever thinks about the people who put on these events. Everybody thinks about their own egos. The fellas that do that event can be held liable for something that happened that they had nothing to do with. And then y'all cussing the DJ. Let's talk about the DJ for a second. Chromatic. Let's talk about him for a second. The amount of people I see cussing him, saying he should have stopped the music, he should have stopped the music. Listen to me. You would only know what to do if you're in his shoes. If he had stopped the music, I think it would have gotten worse. I think it really would have gotten worse if he had stopped the music. He can be heard several times saying, security, link up, security, link up, security, link up. You hear the panic in his voice saying it. So while sometimes you guys want people to stop music, nothing could have stopped these men from doing what they did. Nothing at all. And if he had stopped the music, it probably would have gotten worse because then everybody would be paying attention. And then it would have probably turned into a whole lot of other stuff. But picking up a bottle and hitting a young boy in his face, sad, really sad, so sad. And as Caribbean people, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. Like, you know how much plane ticket, like coming back to New York from Jamaica this past weekend was like $3,000. You know how much a plane ticket costs that you buy a plane ticket to go to Jamaica, hotel, all of these other things, to go harm people, children, and you in the island? You're in the islands where there's jungle justice. Like, are y'all for real? Like, y'all can't be for real. Y'all can't be for real. But I really hope that those young men are okay. That's a traumatic situation to be in. I really hope that they're okay. I'm sure within the coming weeks and so we might see them on some TV platforms having these conversations about what happened. But you know, if I was these young men, I would turn myself in, because if they still in Jamaica, they can't get out unless they go through some other avenue to get out. But if you go to anybody's airport, they will take you. They're gonna take you. Your pictures are all over. But I want to say again, shout out to the Caribbean community for doing what y'all did to make sure that these young men get justice. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I ain't never seen us come together and everybody sharing the videos. Everybody's having conversations because some people are pissed. People are really upset about it, as we should be. We got to do better, man. If you can't drink, don't drink. Stay home. You have the fix, Michelle G.
Quite different, babies.
Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. I look at Miss, I'm on Sherry. On the bank, he puts it on me. Roll your waist, push the bumper. Roll your waist, push the bumper on me. Talk that, oh gosh, oh gosh. You make my blood so hot, so hot. I wait, so you got a man so hot.
Quite different, babies.
Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. Look at Miss, I'm on Sherry. On the bank, he puts it on me. Roll your waist, push the bumper. Roll your waist, push the bumper on me. Talk that, oh gosh, oh gosh. You make my blood so hot, so hot. I wait, so you got a man so hot, so hot. I wait, show me what you got, show up, show up. You know we just met, but baby girl, I'm obsessed. You bring me, I bring you, so what we gon' say? Pull you close while I'm sipping on tequila. Bite your lip, my Korean Mona Lisa. Control it, roll it, push it up, peer pressure upon me. So now we moving in tune, and I only got eyes for you. Yeah, one dance that you wanna lock me down. 2 shots with the DJ play. So gosh, you make my blood so hot, so hot. I wait, so you got a man so hot, so hot. I wait, show me what you got, show off, show off. What a time to be alive. Body right, that body right. I see the fire in your eyes, the way you whine. It's just me and you tonight, we living life. Big fun shit make me bring out the vibe. She go wild, I'm going wild, we going viral. Rock it down in a spiral. Put that thing on me. Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on.
Hello. All right. Get with the fix, Michelle G. I am in the building. I have my guests in the building. Spin City Chris.
Hello.
I like it. Hold on. Let me turn up your microphone. There you go.
Gotcha.
Stop
How you
now.
doing?
I'm good. Nice to have you here. The fact that you came in with the etch shirt
Yeah.
is the fact that I downloaded that song outside of the songs that you sent me.
Oh wow, that's so dope.
Because I'm like, oh, he raps too.
Yeah.
You know, so Spin City Chris is Guyanese born, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
It's been a guy in a month here I get with the fix.
I like that.
Yeah. It's definitely been a guy in a month here I get with the fix. And you know, I'm always here to showcase Guyanese artists because you guys are definitely a part of this major industry for us.
Yeah.
You know, y'all help to represent us at this point. So it's a pleasure to have you here. How you doing?
Thank you. I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me. It's a great experience. Apologies, I was a little bit late, a little Caribbean time. That's on me, but we're here.
Coming from New York.
Yeah, that traffic, boy. You already know.
Yeah, that traffic is crazy coming from New York at this time. But it's like I said, it's a pleasure to have you here. I'm basically seeing you all over the place, doing a lot of interviews and that type of stuff. And what I want to say to you is, I think you're like the first person who came here, sat down, pulled the microphone all the way up so people can hear you. That's
hilarious.
I definitely appreciate that. I don't gotta tell you move the microphone if people can hear you.
Yeah,
you
no, I
know?
get that. I get that. I get that. I gotta make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me?
Everybody hearing you. Trust
Y'all
me when
hear
I
me?
tell you. Definitely everybody is hearing you. So we have Spin City Chris in the building. What have you been up to? Like, what have you been up to?
Man, it's been a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's crazy too because some people might know this, some people don't. But I actually just graduated college this past December.
Nice.
And thank you. And my first thing was like, all right, cool. We got the bachelor's out the way. Now let's put like belts up behind on this music because this is not a joke. It's never been a game for me. So I was like, all right. We dropped Etched in March, and honestly, since then I've been running. We shout out to my team, shout out to Cut Different Records and the whole team, just putting out a lot of content to push this new sound and like a new elevation in my sound too. Because I've been doing this whole carry swing thing for about 2 years now.
What's a carry swing? What's that?
So yeah, carry swing is a new genre I pioneered with my producer. Shout out to Max Morio, that's my guy. So basically, carry swing, we were inspired by Afro swing from the UK.
Okay.
Where they're blending dancehall and Afrobeat. So now we're blending dancehall and soca with hip hop and R&B, and then just like a little sprinkle of Afrobeats elements on there, just kind of spice it up, you know. So we've been doing that for about the last, I'd say, 2 years, really intentionally. Before we were kind of just experimenting and trying things, and now in 2026 we figured out the sound, the style, the steez, and now we're pushing it.
Nice. So you say you got your bachelor's degree in what?
Media productions. That's why I pulled the mic because I already know.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it. That's how you know how to pull the mic.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure y'all hear me loud and clear.
You know how many people struggle with that mic, and I'm like, it's not even that hard.
I get it.
Pause. It is definitely great to have you here in the building. I think where did I see you? I saw you, I think, on Instagram. And then, I forgot her name, but Melissa, I think her name is, was having a lot of interviews with Caribbean Guyanese artists. And, a lot of the guys were complaining about not getting the music played on the radio, not getting these platforms and all of that kind of stuff. And, I made a comment because I'm always making comments. Like, I want to play my people's music. Yeah. But my people, boy, I tell you.
Ooh.
My people.
What you want to say?
My people don't follow through, leaves me on red, and I'm just like, oh.
You ain't wrong, because as an artist, I've felt the same way about not just Guyanese artists, but like artists in general. You trying to reach out for collaborations, and trying to make things make sense and create opportunities for each other, and it feels like you gotta pull strings to help somebody help themselves. Yeah, I get it.
It's definitely rough out here for you guys. Being behind the scenes and doing the things that I do, reaching out to people and all of that kind of stuff. It's like you have to be, I don't know what you have to be to get to where you need to get to, but it's
everything.
It's like really, really rough. What has been your experience in trying to get all of your music out, to get it to the right people and all of that?
I would say mine's been interesting because, like, on a personal note, I really struggle with patience. That's something I've been working on a lot this year.
When's your birthday?
11/22. I'm a Sagittarius. You November 2?
November 28.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Sag gang. Shout out to my Sagittarius.
When you said the patience.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. Yeah, I've been working on that. So for me, my journey of pushing the music, I would say, like, before I started bringing my Guyanese heritage and Caribbean heritage into the music, it was a bit tougher, I'm not going to lie, because it's also like when you're just rapping, you're playing a very, very difficult game. So oversaturated market, you're doing a lot of different things. And then when you're doing how I'm doing it, where it's like there's no like bad business, there's no shady money, like it's very much off the strength of just the hustle and the work ethic and the relationships, it can feel difficult at times. But I will honestly say that, like, once I brought my heritage into it more, I felt things moving and progressing more beyond my own like attempts, like genuinely. And I really appreciate my people, my Guyanese people, and my Caribbean as a whole, the whole culture for supporting me, because like it's like once I brought that into the music in an authentic way that like fit with my story and like my sound, because I'm a musician before I even started rapping, so I take making good music very seriously. Like I'm not gonna give you all no crap. So once I locked in with that and created like a really, really dope sound with my boy Max, and we're like, okay, this is strong enough to compete. Now let's go compete. And once
Yeah.
we started doing that, I personally feel like from my personal experience, like things moved a lot smoother, a lot quicker. It wasn't as much like friction, you know.
I'm glad you found, you know, your niche, and your sound. You know, shout out to Tracy,
Facts.
who actually made this happen today. You know, she's always reaching out to me with different artists and that type of stuff, and you know, I do my best to get you guys on the platform because it's important that we showcase,
of course,
you know, our own people, other people, everybody. I don't segregate. I don't pick and choose. You know, anybody want to come on a platform, let's do it, you know. And I will say, shout out to you for your packaging of your music. You have your EPK, you have like everything that you need to have. What did you learn? Where did you learn that from? And who taught you, you know, to make sure that your packaging comes over?
Honestly, that was during college because I basically ran a radio station. I went to Baruch College. Yeah, I ran a college radio station. So like when I tell you I really get it, I really get it. And that experience, I did that for about 3 years.
Okay.
Through concerts, events. I met and worked with different types of artists and their teams. So I got to see the industry from the inside very early on. And even before that, when I was interning for this creative company called Cinelife, shout out to my boys. I was like an intern for them, and they were throwing parties and like artist showcases in New York. So I was helping with all the logistics. So that was when I was like 17. So for like the last 6 to 7 years, I really just been like behind the scenes, like just paying attention to everything, like all types of experiences and stuff, just studying, learning how to like be ready so that once I feel like the music is where it needs to be, the professionalism is already done.
Definitely. Now, being Guyanese, you know, what was the parents' conversation in regards to
doing music? Honestly, I feel like I've been an outlier with so many things because they were supportive. Like, it's crazy. People don't even know. Like, my grandma pushed me to become a drummer before I became
wow, shout out to grandma.
And my mom put me to study like music when I was a kid back in Ghana. Like I played piano and guitar when I was like 6-7 years old in Guyana. So my parents have always been supportive of me, like creative like endeavors and stuff. And then like once I got to the music thing, they were, you know, a bit worried, a bit anxious, but they were like, if you're gonna do it, do it. Like we'll support you, but don't half-ass. If you're gonna do it, get it done.
Get it done. Now, where'd you get this thing from? Like
this Amazon, honestly.
This man is prepared.
I try to be because I was supposed to have some other folks here and they couldn't make it, unfortunately. So I always try to just have a little backup just to keep things going.
You know, and I'm thinking like probably a camera crew or somebody like that you were doing.
Folks. I still try to move light though. Yes. You don't need 20 people.
You don't need 20 people, but you need the right people.
Yes.
You know, so
definitely.
I need for you to send me this link because I need this.
I got you.
I need that thing right there. Yo, he is so prepared. So prepared. I absolutely love it. And the fact that, you know, a lot of times when I'm doing interviews with people, that their communication is lacking. But not with your folks and not with you. You know, you're like, I'm running late, but I'll be there, that type of stuff.
Yeah,
so
I try to keep my word.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. And that will make you go further.
Yeah.
In this business because you can be relied on.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So tell me about this name, Spin City Chris, because when you type in Spin City Chris on the internet, it's a lot of y'all.
So I actually got the name in high school. I don't even remember who gave me the nickname, but basically like I was in high school and you know, immigrant kid. So my mom was just giving me, I had born with an afro, she cut it all off, gave me the baldy. Then I had the boosie fade like middle school, and then I just had like the dark seeds of the regular Lil Bill, as you would call it. And then I was in like high school, like sophomore year, and somebody in my class was telling me like about waves and stuff, and I was like, "What's that? Waves? What's that?" So they showed me pictures, like, "Yeah, you seen a brush and a do-rag, So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna try it." And one thing about me, when I find something I like, no matter what it is, like I can get like just obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So I got obsessed with that when I was like 15.
Okay.
And I started doing that, and you know, they was spinning, it was hitting. And then somebody in the hallway just called me that one day. And then when I started making music, I was like, yo, I need a rap name. Like, I don't know, like it's gotta be cool. Like, I can't just be Chris. And then I was like, well, people in high school used to call me that. Let's go with that. And stuck.
It's stuck. I
Yeah.
like it. I definitely like it, but how would you like trademark that name though? Because again,
Yeah. It's interesting because like if for people like in the waiver community, all my fellas out there that be spinning and doing all that stuff, like you guys know there's a couple YouTubers with that name and like it's like a popular like
it's
nickname.
a popular DJ name.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. That's something I noticed too. Honestly, it's not top of mind right now, but it's definitely something like there was one point I thought about changing my name. And I'm not gonna say what the other name was because I'm glad.
What was the other name?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
What? No, you gotta say it. You brought it up. Say
No. Let's just say it wasn't up to par.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad my family and my friends like shot me down and like talked me out of it. Because at the time I was like, this is hard. I gotta do it. But everybody was like, you don't need all that, bro.
You don't need all that.
I kept it and it's been helping. I feel like honestly my focus is more so like nowadays trademarking and just like is this even the right way to use this word, like encapsulating? I'm not sure if I use that right. That's a big word. Like the Carry Swing name and the genre and that identity more than just me, because it's not just about me,
Yeah, definitely. As a Guyanese artist, how important is it for you to make sure that you're encompassing the Guyanese culture into your music?
It's everything. It's everything for me, especially as a Black man. Like I'm, as Guyanese, we all mix with different things. I got Indian relatives and all that stuff too. But for me, as someone who grew up and identifies as a Black man, it's even more important to showcase that like African heritage within it and just like Black Guyanese identity, like just being like my thing. I realized to kind of simplify it is like if 7-year-old me in South Belt doesn't think I'm a superhero, I'm not doing it right.
Ooh, why you already take my question? Take my question. That's definitely a question that I like to ask artists. What would you say to your 7-year-old self?
Ooh,
like
I'm not gonna say I said bye. I don't know how we reach here, but we reach. I don't know how we reach, but we reach. Lord knows.
With God's graces is how you reach.
Amen.
You have a passion, and when you have a passion and you're serious about it, God helps you along the way. Put the right people in place and to get that done. So let's talk about this song. Who Taught You That? What are you talking about?
Who taught you that? That was a fun song to make. It was actually also like I'd say to date is the longest song. Like that's the longest I took to make a song. We were in the studio for like 14 hours.
Oh wow.
And the reason they took so long is because my boy Max made the beat from scratch. Like we don't sample anything. He writes melodies, we like choose percussion and all that. But I also, Vic and I, my boy Vic Cheddar featured on the song, shout out to him. We went line for line writing the whole record because I wanted, like, I know how women think when it comes to music.
Yeah.
And I wanted women to love the song, not just for the vibe and the feel and delivery, but the lyrics. Like I wanted quotables, I wanted Instagram captions, I wanted somebody like, I need this on a t-shirt, like all of that. So I was like, every line has to be intentional to the story of the record, the feel of the record, and just like honest to who we are.
Yeah.
So that's how that kind of came about.
So who was the girl? And what did she do for you to ask you who taught you that?
I can't say that on radio, but shout out to her. She knows who she is, and she did a lot of great things.
Hi, girl, who know who you are. She did a lot of great things.
A lot of great things
she did. Okay. I definitely like the song. It's a good vibe. And I saw you performing it the other day as well. It's definitely a good vibe. How are people taking to it?
People are loving it. I'm not gonna lie. And shout out to the ladies. They've really been supporting that record. And it's been really fun to see because like even last time I performed it, I think was Caribbean Night, Long Island. Like there was a really like in that big crowd, there was a group of Black women like in the front row. Like I want to say maybe like 5 to 10 of them that were just vibing the whole time. Like it was so fun to watch them like because I could watch them going through the stages of interest. Their head turns, then they got that their brow starts furrowing. They're like, what?
And then they get them to do
and then they start, yeah. And then they're like, wait a second. Now, who did teach you that? No, wait. Run this back. Let me hear. What's your name again? You're like watching them go through that process of performing was so fun and so dope. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Now, what has been your experience with getting DJs, radio stations, and all of that to play your music?
I think it's been
especially also in the Guyana space, in
Yeah.
Guyana itself.
it's been interesting because I feel like I could be doing more, but I'm doing everything, and the team and I, we're doing everything we can with what the resources and the knowledge we have. So it's like even was it last summer? Yeah, I think it was last summer. I went home with my family and I did like a promo run with some Guyanese radio stations there, and it was a bit weird, I'd say, because
Really?
yeah, no, and not I don't mean this in a negative way because they were polite and great people and all that stuff, but I know it's because I wasn't that well known yet. So it's kind of hard to. It was like breaking through that barrier first.
Oh, okay.
So like I know in some situations it was just kind of like, all right, let's get through this and get to the next artist type of thing.
Wow.
Yeah. But I'm not mad about it because I know the game, and I didn't really feel slighted. I just knew that okay, I just got to get my weight up because I know like once they hear the music every single time. Once the record is played, whether it's off a phone, in the station, wherever, then I watch their opinion change in real time. But I know it's at first just the unfamiliarity. They're like, eh. But then, like, even shout out to my boy. Actually, I got to give him a big shout out. DC Ninja and oh Lord, I forgot the name of the station. I'm so sorry, DC, if you ever see this. But DC Ninja and DJ Six, shout out to them. I did an interview with them during that promo run, and they showed me so much love and support and gave me so much advice, not just when I was there, but since then. Like me and DC talk every now and then to this day. On the OE record that I'm pushing right now, DC did the intro to that song. Like he recorded it in Guyana, sent me the audio, and I had my engineer mix and master to get it on the song. Like those two, I really have to give them their flowers for just like being genuine people, following up and staying in touch and just showing me support. I'm like, yo, bro, you got it. Just keep going, but you really have it. And that's not a beef to the other radio stations and no issue.
High levels. You know what's crazy that you said that. I've been doing this since I think 2014, I think. And I've never, and I hope to God that I've never made anybody feel like, oh yeah, okay. And then I move on to my next interview. I really hope that I've never had anybody feel like that, because I feel like when you're doing this, you say that you love playing music, you say that you love giving people opportunities, but then when people come in front of you like, oh yeah, well, I could be doing something else. I shouldn't really be doing this. I think it's a disservice to artists, and especially in Guyana, of course, because I mean, I've had my own experiences with trying to get on radio stations and that type of stuff in Guyana. Being a Guyanese doing stuff in Guyana, like it's like and a lot of times, a lot of them are so very unprofessional. That's from my own experience. And for you to sit there and just feel like, somebody's not interested in my music, that can literally make you say, you know what? I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you're here and you keep going, because when I pulled you up on YouTube, I saw a whole bunch of interviews that you've had. And a lot of times, and I say this to all Guyanese artists, sometimes it takes you coming out of that for people to understand and see you. Like, come out to Guyana.
That's true.
That's true. Unfortunately, and it's sad, but sometimes you gotta leave your own place, and that's from my own personal experience too. Living here in New Jersey, I've had to leave New Jersey for people to see me. Yeah,
they don't show you. They never show you love at first where you're from. Unfortunately,
until somebody else said, "Yo, you're doing great," and then everybody like, "Oh shit, I know her."
I went to school with her. All that.
No. With the Fix Michelle G, we are here with Spin City Chris. Let's talk about this song AWI. Tell me, I want to play it and then we can have a conversation, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All my ladies representing equality of loyalty, making you royalty with beauty and praise. I want it is some true with some embrace. Let me see it, dear face. Represent blue black, way away. Now it's a win. Now weeping. 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 you never met a man like me. You can't keep it, the worm and not speak. Them like Brad love boats can't back it up. Them one like slug boats can't back it up. Not run, not build, not push, not granted. Who you be a stupid? I'll be so mistake from the night to the day. Take it piece by piece like me. So your ways have embraced. Young sweet and spice have taste. I be up every state in face. Represent bring it flat by your ways. So your ways have embraced. Young sweet and spice have taste.
It's not you telling me what it's distributing.
I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you caught that.
Of course. It's not you telling me what it's distributing.
Listen, man. You're not Bill, you're not grind, not pusher. Who you be? Stupidity?
You're just wasting time.
Literally.
Just
Literally.
wasting time. So tell me what is AWI? What is AWI?
So AWI or we is that Guyanese word for us. Yeah.
Oh,
I
I'm
just-
stupidity right now. No, I feel stupidity.
So I called it that because
You didn't even correct me. You just let me say AWI.
I was gonna say something because people it catch people off guard because I put it in all caps, but like I want it to be like a loud statement, like how the record feels. And I gotta give my grandma credit for this. Actually, she's like my creative director in a sense.
Grandma?
Yeah, because
Grandma.
what it is too is that she was an English teacher for like for like over 50 years
In Guyana?
in Guyana.
What school she taught at?
I don't know, but like, listen, if you from Wakenham, you probably know my grandmother. I ain't gonna lie. She probably taught your child or taught you.
Oh wow.
Like she's hood famous out there.
Grandma's hood famous.
In Wakenham, that's
Wow.
big up Miss Clark. But yeah, so I was talking to her
Mhm.
one day, like I do all the time about my music, and I was kind of trying to like figure out how do I incorporate more of the Guyanese culture and the Creolese in the music,
Mhm.
like directing the lyrics. And she was like telling me different words and phrases I can
Nice.
use, da da da. And when she told me, "Oh, I was like, oh, this is interesting," because I've always heard it growing up, but I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was actually like one single
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
So I looked it up online, did some more research, and I was like, okay, this is like a unity kind of
Yeah.
thing. And when I wrote the song, I'm not even sure I should say this, but this is the truth. Like, basically, I wrote the song really being inspired by Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us"
Okay, nice.
because of like the unity
yeah.
behind that track and
Yeah.
like just like putting on for a specific culture.
Mhm.
So I wrote "We" from the same perspective. So there's like a whole bunch of Creolese sprinkled throughout the record, and even the feel of it too. Like
Nice.
for those who like producers, like real music heads, might have noticed that the song interpolates with the Wally rhythm that was used by like Sean Paul,
Yeah.
Wayne Wonder, and so many big artists in the Caribbean and pop stars in America.
That-
Rihanna, of course. Those claps.
The claps.
So
yeah.
we wrote that from scratch.
Yeah.
That's my boy Max. Once again, like we listened to all those records, grew up on them, and we wrote that clap rhythm from scratch and just kind of shifted the feel a little bit and brought in those dancehall drums, that soca snare, and then I started rapping all over it, and then gave it that call and response, that chant style hook, and that's how we came about.
Wow, I love it. What is like one of the hardest lessons you've had to learn in this business?
So many.
Give me two.
Okay. I think number one,
Mm.
and I don't want to say this is the hardest lesson I've learned in the sense of like something bad happened, but something I kind of have to remind myself constantly is that people they don't see the losses and the mistakes and the mess ups. They just see the big like peaks. So don't be too worried about the valleys, because there's been so many times where I've been like stressed out about something that I had planned to do that didn't go the way I wanted, or if I was counting on someone else and they didn't keep their word, it's kind of fell through for whatever reason. And when I was younger, that used to really, really bother me, and like I would obsess over it and get stuck with it.
It's a sad thing. It's a
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. And I've learned over time to just like keep going, but also just remember that like this could be mistake 1 of 500 over the next 10 years or 5,000, but it'll also be all those 5,000 mistakes. So there might be like 500 wins, but those 500 wins will have so much impact that the 5,000 mistakes won't even matter.
Oh, you are like so smart then.
Thank you. Thank you.
You could tell that the training that you got in college and all of that stuff is stuck with you.
Yeah.
And again, this is the business, right? And
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time. This is not just music. this is a whole business. Like there are things that you need to know about and all of that type of stuff before you even start putting your voice on a microphone.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times a lot of artists forget that.
Yeah.
And I know that being Guyanese, you know, and the amount of Guyanese artists that I've spoken to, a lot of times they're just like, well, I'm just gonna sing because ain't nobody signing me. We ain't got no record companies.
Yeah.
And all of these other things. Are you independent or you have?
So I'm like somewhat independent. I'm signed to an independent record label called Cut Different Records.
Okay.
So they're like very new in the scene and just help supporting me with like content and like strategy and stuff like that.
Nice.
And because like I was a sort of artist where when I sat down to have that conversation, I was coming in with leverage of like 6 years of already doing everything myself.
Okay.
Like I've been my own PR, videographer, editor, cover art designer.
Wow.
Like I designed this merch, like the etched in shirt that I'm wearing front and back, designed it myself, the cover art, creative direct, because I've done all these roles for myself and other artists like freelance and in college and stuff. I know how to talk to all these different types of people to get my vision across.
Yeah.
So for me coming into that situation, I was like, okay, I know what I need out of this. Can you help me with X, Y, and Z?
Yeah.
And they were like, yes. Yeah, here's how we can support you and what we can do. And I was like, all right, bet, let's go. And that was that.
That was that. Tell me about the Etched. What does that mean?
So Etched In was a song. Like funny enough, all the music I'm dropping this year has been done since like last summer. And I took last summer off from releasing music altogether to focus on finishing school.
Okay.
During that time I kept writing songs. So
nice.
Towards the end of last year, my boy Vic and I, we actually did a fast for the whole month of December. 30-day fast, just to like reset, honestly. Just because life was moving in so many different directions, and I was about to finish college. Just a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
And we're both big on our faiths. We were like, all right, let's do this. And it was tough. Like Lord knows I love to eat food, especially Guyanese food. So it was difficult.
It was rough, right?
Yeah, but we got through it, and it was like. Etched In was a song I think I wrote around towards the end of the fast.
Okay.
And it was also the last song I wrote after all the other music that I'm putting out this year.
Wow.
Like so when I was writing Etched In, it was like, okay, we got all of the records for the Galadam done. We got the anthem songs. Now let's rap. Like let me vent. And that's what Etched In was, like, you know, talking about all those different experiences. Like it was really me like summing up my entire college years into 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
And after I finished, I felt very like just like lighter and relieved. Yeah. And even when Max made the beat, he literally was like, all right, Chris, now you can have some fun. I just want you to rap. I don't want no songwriting. I don't want you trying to figure out how you're gonna market the song. You got 2 minutes and 34 seconds. I want bars. I want honesty. I want to feel this.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know? And
it's so great that you're versatile. Because then that won't keep you in that box.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing the soca, the rapping, the dance, all the reggae, all of these other things all together. So that's a great body of work to have so that you could go on any stage.
Yes.
And definitely perform. Who would be that collab that person that you would want to work with through in your career?
Like a dream collab?
Yeah.
Number one, Sean Paul.
Ooh.
Sean Paul. I just saw the picture of him on the wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sean Paul. Number two, Rihanna. Number three, people might be surprised, but Beyonce.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be really fun.
Okay.
I got more. Like I can keep going.
Are you doing any collabs with any Guyanese artists or?
Honestly, I do want to get some more. Like I'm sad to say I don't think I have any right now, like in the works or anything like that. Like I have some collabs with a couple like African artists, some Trini ones, Jamaicans, but I haven't done any official records yet with any Guyanese artists. But I do want to change that soon. I'm just trying to find the right ones. And I've reached out to a few, like talked to some people, but people got to follow up, you know?
Yeah, that word.
Yeah.
The following and the up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my big thing right now.
Yeah. Hold on.
You're good.
My other interview is texting. Yeah. So, you know, it's really dope that, you know, to have you know, you young Guyanese artists out here doing this music, generally trying to get that shine that you need. And the good thing about you is that you are here in the US.
Yeah.
A lot of the Guyanese artists are in Guyana,
Yeah.
struggling again to get their music played on the air
Yes. Yeah.
and all of these types of stuff and all of that. So you have kind of an advantage.
Yeah. 100%.
To the point where, people will invite you to interviews. You have a good team working with you. And it's so dope. And I say all the time to people that when you're doing this stuff, like, you need people who believe in your dream, right? People who see your vision, people who want to see you be great, people who are not here for them, but they're here working for you.
Yeah.
That's so important. And I'm glad that you have that in this. Like, what's next for you? Like, what do we have next?
So next, I know I just dropped the Wii, and I'm working on something really special with Tracy. Nice. And like the Guyanese community in New York, to not just to promote the record, but also just to show some love to all the different Guyanese people who are really putting the culture on their backs, but also like doing their best to present Guyanese culture in a respectable way through their businesses and the different things they're doing. So working on something dope to really showcase that, and I hope to kind of announce it soon and showcase it soon. But also working on another record, just working on promo for another record that's going to be released around Labor Day time.
Okay.
Really excited for that because that song is so fun, and I wrote that song quick. Like, I was in the studio working on another record, like a collab with this Haitian and Nigerian artists, like these two artists, and Max wasn't there with me at the time, but he FaceTimed me. He heard that song, and one thing I love about my people on my team, everyone has a very competitive spirit.
Oh yeah.
So Max heard that beat, he was like, "They just made that?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I bet." And then like 10 minutes later, I get a beat, like an MP3 text, and I'm listening to it, and it was one of those records where like the session was quiet because we had paused the song, but everybody could hear Max's beat playing off my phone, and everybody look at me like, "Yo, what is that? You what's that?" And I was like, "I just got this. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to keep this one for myself."
I like it.
So I went home, and no cap, I wrote that song in 10 minutes flat. Like, I played it 3 times, and like it was one of those records too where it felt so specific and unique to my style and to how I talk and how I rap and everything.
Nice.
That's a credit to me and Max's relationship. Like, we've been friends for almost 6 years now, I think.
Shout out to Max.
And working together for about 3 years now, like consistently, like week in, week out, session after session. So if anybody knows my style and my steez, is him. And that record was like to the core, to the bone, like very pure carry swing, very much Spin City Chris. So it was easy for me to get on that. So I'm excited to drop that in September.
Definitely. So one question I have for you is, what will people be surprised to know about you when you're not doing music?
When I'm not doing music, honestly, I know I seem like charismatic and I can talk a lot. And I was told I talk a lot as a kid, but I honestly like really love like quietness and peace. Like, I've been pushing myself lately more to like go to the beach or go for walks and stuff in the morning or at night, especially like as an artist, when you're coming up,
get out here.
You got to. And the journey can be very like overstimulating and overwhelming. It's just a lot of people to talk to, a lot of things to manage, a lot of things to keep track of, a lot of things you're paying for, and it can stress you out. And honestly, nowadays I get more like peace and joy from like sitting on the beach and staring at the water, walking down the block, hanging out with my mom, going to get some food, going for a drive, even with these gas prices, like stuff like that. Simple stuff,
Yeah, it's a Sagittarian thing. I tell people all the listen. Sometimes I come in from work on Friday and I don't leave my house again till Wednesday.
I felt that.
Like I'm telling you, it's a thing where it's an energy protection type of thing. But in doing everything that I do, that's how I get outside. Now, when I'm outside, I'm very quiet. You wouldn't even know that.
Yeah.
I could talk on the mic.
Yeah.
But once I talk on the mic, it's like, oh, but but so I understand that. And that's something that, as you grow in the business, as different opportunities come your way, you're gonna release all of that. So, don't rush it.
Yeah.
Just take your time and get to know who you are as a person, who you want to be, where you want to go, because there's gonna be people out here who will take you to some places that you shouldn't be.
Woo! Don't I know it?
Okay. So you gotta protect your energy.
For sure.
You definitely gotta protect your energy.
sure.
You know, I'm grateful that you drove all the way here for this interview. I definitely will keep playing your music here on Get With The Fix. Shout out to your team
Yes, shout out to
for
Tracy,
doing
man.
for doing everything that they're doing for you. How important, before we get out of here, how
Mhm.
important is it to make sure that you have a team behind you and so you could just focus on doing the music?
It's extremely important, and it's something I'm still navigating myself, because as I'm looking to like grow the team right now and figure out how to get more support and more resources to do more things. As an artist, you're not just an individual, you are a business and you are an entity. And I've come to realize that like you don't need
10 million people.
you definitely don't need 10 million people, but you
Mhm.
also don't need people who are trying to be good at everything. You need specialists. Like if you're my producer, this is not to knock anybody who's talented in multiple things, because I am as well. So I get that, and that's not knocking y'all at all. But also, like, if you just want to be a producer, like, bro, lady, whoever watching this, like, be the best producer you can be. Like, hone in on that, become so skilled at that, because the whole thing is like, if you can't add value to what's happening, it's a waste of time, bro. Like, it's not about how cool you are, how nice you look, how good the beat sounds. Honestly, like, it's just how can you add value to this operation, to what the artist is trying to do and trying to accomplish. So I shout out to my team. Shout out to Vic and Max and Tracy and everyone else I work with, whatever capacity. Jordan as well, my guy. And it's just about people like saying, okay, I have a passion for this part of the creativity. I'm gonna hone in on this. So when we need visuals done, I'm the visuals guy or girl. If we need edits, we need records played, we need opportunities like this. You know what I mean? Like, I know who to call.
Everybody play a role.
Just play the role.
Play
like,
that
just
role.
We don't all got to be LeBron.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even got to be LeBron. Sometimes I just got to step back and let the team be LeBron as a whole.
That part too. Definitely that part. Are you going to be on any stages before the summer is up? Like any performances, any of that?
Oh, we shall see. We shall see. I'll definitely be outside of the Labor Day parade.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to that, talking to some folks about that. So
nice.
Yeah. And then I also have a show that, wow, I'm doing bad. I should have said this earlier.
Oh, Lord.
I have a show September 6th at the Rose NYC, New York, with my boy Johar. That's September 6th, the day before Labor Day, so a Sunday evening.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a vibe. All the information is on my page, and I'll be promoting that soon as well.
Nice.
And that's gonna be a bunch of different Caribbean artists, all like New York based, R&B, dancehall, soca, hip hop, like just a nice fusion and medley, just something that people will enjoy. Find some new sounds, some new styles they never heard of, like get some new steeds for real.
Yeah, definitely. What is when people hear the name Spin City Chris, what do you want them to remember?
People hear the name Spin City Chris, I want them to remember someone that genuinely gave it his everything, like effort, passion, like I care. I very, very much care. And just a love and appreciation for life, because that's how the best music, the best art is made, just through experience, for real.
Definitely. So before I let you go, Chris, I like to ask everybody before they leave interviews to leave us with something positive. Leave us with something positive.
I'll say this: for anyone chasing their dream, going through the trials and tribulations of life, please, please, please don't forget that today is not the end. There is tomorrow. And like I said earlier, it doesn't matter if you have 5,000, 10,000, even 100,000 mistakes in your life, bro. One win, one thing that goes right, one situation, one circumstance that you might not have even planned for can happen and make all of that irrelevant.
Yeah.
It can happen. I've seen it so many times in my life. So listen, like, what's the quote? The verse, faith without works is dead. So believe, but do your part. Don't sit on your behind. Do your part.
Nothing beats a failure but a try.
Woo!
Gotta try. You gotta try. Give everybody your social media handles and who they need to reach out to for music, interviews and bookings and that type of stuff.
Yeah, you can find me on all social media at Spin City Chris. That's SPINCITYCHRIS. That's Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all music platforms, the same thing. Once again, Spin City Chris, SPINCITYCHRIS. Any inquiries or anything like that, feel free to hit me in the DMs. Any PR situations, hit me or hit my girl Tracy Khan. Shout out to Tracy. That's TracyKhan for any situations, performance opportunities, collabs, whatever. Talk to me. Let's get it popping.
And when you hit his DM, he will send you to his people. He not doing nothing.
Listen, I have to work hard, but
Good. So when you hit his DM, he's gonna send you to the
Yes.
people who you need to talk to.
My
to get what
people
you need
talk
to
to your
get. Your
people
people
and our
talk to my people. We people are the people. Get with the fix, Michelle G. Thank you, Spin City Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Yo.
Get with the fix. You already know what it is. Come on now.
Yeah, I need my drop.
Oh, it's coming.
That's all I gonna say.
It's coming.
I
It's
want-
coming.
I
You
want
say
drop.
no more. I got your email. Trust
I
me.
want me drop. And then I like dubs too. So just so you know, this who taught you that can have a
Ooh.
Michelle G some way.
Oh
pocket
yeah. We
inside-
can get all of that
inside
situated.
of it. That's all I'm gonna say. Get with the fix, Michelle G.
Cut different, baby.
Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy.
I mean, I say the ones I gotta represent for Michelle G. You see, Pre?
Hold on. Oh, you want to know where I'm at? We
Cut different, baby.
Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. Look at Miss, I'm on Sherry. Yeah. On the bank, we put it on me. Yeah. Roll your waist, push the bumper. Roll your waist, push the bumper on me. Talk to that, oh gosh. You make my blood so hot, so hot. I wait, say you got a man, so I wait, show me what you got, show up.
Yo, that song is fire. Get with the fix, Michelle G. I'm about to start my next interview in a little bit. Shout out to Tracy. Thank you, Spin City Chris, for being here tonight. Definitely appreciate the drive all the way over here. And and hopefully there's not a lot of traffic when you're going back home. We shall pray. We gonna pray.
Moving soon, and I only got eyes for you. Yeah, one dance that you wanna lock me down. 2 shots with the DJ play along. Bend your back, let me show you what's to be. Twist and turn, say you got something for me. Talk to that, oh gosh, you make my blood so hot. I wait, say you got a man, so I wait, show me what you got, show up. What a time to be alive. Body right, the body right. I see the fire in your eyes, the way you white.
Cut different, baby.
Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get some mommy. Look at Miss, I'm on Sherry. Yeah. On the bank, we put it on me. Yeah. Roll your waist, push the bumper. Roll your waist, push the bumper on me. Talk to that, oh gosh. You make my blood so hot, so hot. I wait, say you got a man, so I wait, show me what you got, show up. You know we just met, but baby girl, I'm obsessed. You bring me, I bring you, so what we gon' say? Pull you close while I'm sipping on tequila. Bite your lip, my Kareem, Mona Lisa. Control it, roll it, push it up, peer pressure upon me. So now we moving in tune, and I only got eyes for you. Yeah, one dance that you wanna lock me down. 2 shots with the DJ play along. Bend your back, let me show you what's to be. Twist and turn, say you got something for me. Talk to that, oh gosh, you make my blood so hot. I wait, say you got a man, so I wait, show me what you got, show up. What a time to be alive. body right, that body right. I see the fire in your eyes, the way you whine. It's just me and you tonight, we living life. Big function, make me bring up the vibe. She go wild, I'm going wild, we going viral. Rock it down in a spiral. Put that thing on me. Show me that you really want me. Wind up on me, baby, put it on me. I'ma get some mommy. I'ma get bass some mommy. Talk that, oh gosh, you make my blood so hot. Oh wait, say you got a man, so what? Oh wait, show me what you got, show off.
Skin your body on the enemy.
Some people just fight with gun. Some people just fight with shovel. Some people just hardest. Love to find themselves trouble. I met a big man that wise. He been through enough things in life. Say he don't like politics. And if you ever get in a fight, just give your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just give your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Some people just wicked. Some people just tell enough lies. Some people don't appreciate all that you sacrifice. I met a big man that wise. He been through enough things in life. Say he don't like politics. And if you ever get in a fight, just skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. The ancestors just told me they can never have two, only one lucky bee. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Go, girl.
Skin your body on the enemy.
Some people just fight with gun. Some people just fight with shovel. Some people just hardest. Love to find themselves trouble. I met a big man that wise. He been through enough things in life. Say he don't like politics. And if you ever get in a fight, just skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body.
Yo, the fix, Michelle G. I am in the building waiting on my next guest to join the live. In the meantime, this Sunday, Molly Dunn will be live in the state of New Jersey. Shout out to Flex Day Party, Flex Entertainment, Party City, LLC. Shout out to them. This Sunday, Molly Dunn will be live in the state of New Jersey. Also, August 29th, of course, you know, it's the 15th annual Back to School Drive, Michelle's Foundation, and a bag of friends. Thank you guys for donating every year you continue to donate to this cause. We are giving back August 29th. I'm Michelle G. You're just waiting on my guests to join.
Some people just fight with gun. Some people just fight with shovel. Some people just hardest. Love to find themselves trouble. I met a big man that wise. He been through enough things in life. Say he don't like politics. And if you ever get in a fight, just skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body on the enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body on the enemy. Your body on the enemy.
I remember when this song came out. and the internet was going crazy. There was like, it's what these Chinese men going out with, but can you bati on the enemy? And the craziest thing about it is that the artist that I literally wanted to talk to these guys when this song came out, and it's crazy that now he'll be joining on the live in a little bit. The world, how the universe works is crazy. How the universe works is crazy. But this song had the internet going crazy, just going insane. So shout out to them. Of course, his name is Richard. And he is Guyanese, another Guyanese artist tonight. So we're gonna get to know him.
You can never have two, only one lucky me. Your body bunny enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body bunny enemy. Just do it with no fear. Skin your body bunny enemy. Your body on the enemy. Just skin your body bunny enemy. Just do it with no fear. Go, girl. Just do it with no fear. Last night, me woman and me get in a fight. I had a dream last night. Me woman and me get in a fight. Yeah. I had a dream last night. Woman and me get in a fight. Yeah. She hold me and a baby, I'm sorry. She hold me and a baby, I'm sorry. I must be dreaming last night, cause me woman never said that she ran yet. Say that she ran yet. I must be dreaming last night, cause me woman never said that she ran yet. Say that she ran yet. Don't make no joke when you argue with women. Don't even think that you ever could win them. Don't make no joke when you argue with women. Don't even think that you ever could win them. I pray to God when I come home, she's sleeping. Can't be no one, no fight. I had a dream last night. Me woman and me get in a fight, yeah. Get in a fight, yeah. I had a dream last night. Me woman and me get in a fight, yeah. Get in a fight, yeah.
Officer, we had big fight. I stopped, talk to him. We went to sleep. When me wake up, me panty by me uncle, officer.
What? So, we thief from you.
Officer, he thief little bit.
Come on, my station. Come on, my station. Everybody has to come into there for where's the police time watch. I want out, man. Come on, my station. Come on, my station. Come on, my station, man. Go on, my station. Cheers, man. Everybody come in for where's the time watch.
I pull up at the station for make a report. Fed up on this woman and walk here, she to court. Walk in like a vex with a jinx and a two-piece. Watch around the room, can't find no police inside. Anybody walking in this place?
Hey, shut your mouth and stop skinning your face. Where what?
Well, I come for make a report.
Make it quick. I got to go and pay for it.
Anyhow, it's every day this woman does beat me, mistreat me, cause she got another.
Yo.
He's a gangster, a female romancer. Hold on, chair, I got some questions for you.
I got talk. It's every day this girl looks big from man.
Why am I not hearing anything?
Grow up in East, I can't even come see it.
Well, of course, you must take your money and give your blood. Get some partner, listen to your
Hello, you hear me?
Yes, my love. I'm now hearing you.
All right, all right. Get with the fix, Michelle G. I'm over here just enjoying this music. This is Richard. Richard Music here on Get with the Fix, all the way from Guyana right now. How you doing?
Sorry, didn't catch that.
Did you hear me? I said, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, the Wi-Fi in this place is crazy. So I live behind God. I live behind God back, right? So it's take a little while for travel up here. So you gotta excuse me.
It's all right. It's definitely all right. It's such a pleasure to have you here. I was talking earlier about this song, Skin Your Body, which when you when you guys put this on social media, the world was going crazy. Like, what made you guys even come up with a song like this?
It was so. Listen, this song. This first of all, people get this thing all wrong. This tune is a bird's tune. This song is a girl tune. This is for girls dance to. This is not for nobody else sit down and dissect and what's not. This is a bird's tune. When any girl they out to the man, snatch on the man who lamp on he make little things stand up, you know that way. But this tune here happened within the space of 24 hours. From inception to completion, 24 hours, they had a thing that going around on social media with Lucky B and Skin Your Body for the Enemy. Like there was a voiceover thing and I heard it and I was like, yo, this line is epic. I gotta make a song around this one line. So I had to go sit down and create a story. How am I gonna get from point A to point Z to say this one line? So I created a whole story to get there and there's it. It was just for the kicks and for the fun of it and for entertainment and to make people laugh and have fun.
Yeah, definitely. I saw it and I was like, what in God's name is going on? You know,
yeah,
most people aren't Guyanese, so they didn't really understand the concept behind, you know, the whole song or whatever. But, you know, this song, I think, actually, for the fun of it, you know, the internet like the fun and stuff. So this song, I think, helped you guys to bridge a gap that a lot of Guyanese artists are having. Do you feel the same way?
I totally agree. Also, the song that we chose to use, it was a house mix kind of sound. So we wanted to sound a bit more out there, a bit more general, rather than just sticking to a niche of music, style of music. You understand? So we did a house sound. So a lot of people understand club vibe and like this crossover EDM style music. And for this one, I was like, yo, I'm gonna sing Creolese, of course, but one or two lines, I'm gonna kind of use the words out, pronounce the words out properly so people can understand what you're saying. You understand? So that was everything that helped it work in its favor.
Yeah, definitely. Now, let's talk about your journey into music for people who don't know you. How did you get here?
Well, I came from Mars, and I'm kidding, but COVID. You know, during COVID, it was the birth of Richard Music.
Wow.
Yeah, like we couldn't, like in Guyana. I don't know how things were where you are, but in Guyana, like we would get jail, like we would get locked up if you were caught on the road after a certain time. Like they used to got these big bus driving around, and my brother, who is a police, he used to drive one of the bus. So whenever he's on patrol, he would call us and return you to home, or he would call us and say, hey, we're going to the strip club now. Make sure you're not in there. Make sure you're not in the strip club. We're going in now. But during COVID, like we had to be home, and I'm normally a social person, and I just thought, hey, they ain't got nothing to do. I might as well, you know, find the inner me and see if I got any talent. And I draw for a couple of mornings, and I was like, nah, this ain't working out. But you know something? I had a couple of songs that I wrote probably 15 years prior, 20 years prior to that. Maybe one night I sat down with my wife and we were having dinner. I was like, you know, maybe I should record a song just for fun. And she's like, yeah, cool, whatever's gonna make the time pass by. And yeah, we recorded it. I linked up with a producer, one of my producer, Darryl Pugsley, one of the best in Guyana currently, and linked up with him, and we worked on a chatty project for like 11 months straight because he didn't know anything about the genre. I didn't know anything about singing really. And but but you know, it was a beautiful mistake. And we dropped the song, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and the song was blowing up all over. I went go on the road, and people were like, "Hey, this is the guy who was singing the song, confessing." I was like, "All right, like what is happening right now?" And after the one song, I sat down, and I was like, "Is this a one-hit thing?" I was like, "I don't ever want to be known as a one-hit wonder. Obviously, I'm not doing this for anything. I know I'm not no singer, right? But could I do another song and make a difference?" And I did. The second song was like twice as popular as the first song. It got bigger reaction and forward, and I was like, "Whoa, this is crazy." And maybe until the fourth, fifth song, then I was like, maybe, just maybe, I could this could be something. So yeah, it's been 4 years since, and here I am.
It's crazy that you said that, because in listening to your music, you don't sound like you just started. You sound like you were supposed to be doing this. Your sound is really dope. I listened to all of your songs, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't know that you just started. Like, I wouldn't know at all.
Well, I appreciate you. As I was telling somebody tonight, that they were asking, how did I get here? And I was like, they were like, you had to start from, where did you come from? And I was like, the bathroom. I'm a glorified bathroom singer. In the bathroom, there's all this acoustics and reverb and all these delays and everything. You sound like a full professional in the bathroom. So that's where I came from. That's my up and up.
I love it. Listening to this song, Police Report, right?
Yeah.
I was listening for a story, and I hear the story, and I'm like, I would send this lady out to me police station too,
So I gotta give credit. Police Report. It was another beautiful mistake, because this really is my close friend, Officer Bling, who every year he does a Christmas show, and 1 year he was like, maybe I should include a song as part of my skits and what's not. And he was on my case. He was like, Richard, I need you to do a song for me. And I was like, yeah, cool, we can do it. And I didn't think anything of it. And the guy ended up showing up one afternoon by me. And we wrote it. We started to drink probably like a whole bottle of Ciroc. He drink out. We were pissing drunk. And I was like, all right, we got this Bam Bam Rhythm beat, which is one of the most iconic reggae beat there is, right? And I was like, I could do something on this. And I started to do a little freestyle and jot down a couple of notes. And within a couple of minutes, we had something. We called up our producer, who was in America at the time, but I had some equipment by me, and we're like, let's go in my game room and let me record something and send it. And we were totally, both of us, we are wasted while we're singing that song. We are absolutely wasted. We didn't even know what we were doing. And we didn't think anything of it, because it was just for a Christmas show. And the song became bigger than the Christmas show. And by the way, it recently had a big resurgence on social media, on TikTok and Facebook. A bunch of people started to use back the sound and what's not, which is wild.
Nice. I like it. When you see those things happening, right? How do you feel? Like, when you see all of that stuff happening, how do you feel?
Ah, man, super grateful. Like, super grateful. I am I can tell you that I feel as though I am like the one in a million, man. It's pure luck, but at the same time, I would say it's mostly blessing. I gotta give thanks to God, but it's just magic what is happening. It's like a storybook. It's unraveling right now, because I didn't plan for any of this. I really didn't plan for any of this. Some days when I'm driving towards a show or a private event or somewhere, or flying to another country to perform, I sit down and be like, or talk to my partner or whoever is traveling with me, and be like, man, I can't believe people actually pay me for go sing for them. Like, really, they give me money for go sing for them. Like, for real, it's still so unbelievable. But I'm so grateful for it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, your music is great. Even when you go over to the chutney, which is your natural sense of music, right? Being Indian, that's your natural sense of music, and you listen to it, and it's like, oh my God, I'm back in Guyana. That little girl, in Guyana, I'm hearing the chutney music and was like trying to dance, turn the light bulb and all of them things.
Screw the bulb.
Great. Yes, football. It's really great that you have this ability to do this, and in just a short time, you are definitely truly blessed. I know for a fact that your music is gonna take you to places that probably you don't even expect to go. But and you could tell that you enjoy doing it, and that's the best part about being an artist. It's like you could see you enjoy doing it.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with you. I do enjoy doing this, and it's conversation that I've had with close people to say the day that I don't feel the passion for this anymore is the day I'll say, okay, I've done enough, time to cool out and just move on and just look at everybody else. But it didn't happen right. It didn't happen as yet. So I guess I actually literally just came from the studio. We're working on a few new projects.
Nice.
So yeah, so we got new stuff on the way.
Nice. I like it. I like it. So, the conversation with a lot of Guyanese artists comes back to the opportunities that are lacking in Guyana and the platforms for you guys. Do you think that Guyana provides enough for its artists?
The short answer, hell no. But I digress because I will say, you can't sit down. As a man, I would tell you, don't sit down and wait for anybody. If you want something in life, you gotta get up and you gotta go help yourself. You can't sit down and expect people to just sorry for you and do things for you. This is not the way of the world. And the faster you understand this, is the better off you will be in the long run. So don't just sit down and wait until a good program happen and you got all this talent and you ain't doing anything with it. Listen, if you got a cell phone and if you got your little neighbor Wi-Fi you could borrow, you could put on a one plan, you could use the internet to your advantage. That's all. That's what I say. I post 2-3 times daily. And I still find a balance in life where I got my family, I got my job, I got the music, also social media stuff to manage. Because that's like a job by itself, right? It's like you're your own marketer, you're your own agency that you gotta, you're doing stuff for yourself, right? There's no team. But yeah, I mean, use your whatever limited resources you have, use it to your advantage. But the short answer to that question is no.
What do you think needs to change? What do you think needs to happen for you guys to get these platforms and these radio stations spinning your songs and all of that? What do you think needs to happen?
What do I think needs to happen, man? You put me in a bind here. That's such a loaded question. But it's like how do you solve what's happening? I really couldn't say because I can't speak for everybody. But I guess if it were me who was maybe put in charge of some of the resources, I think I would probably start to work on a bit more program, maybe some sort of program where we get producers involved with more of the talent. There's a lot of on top talent in Guyana right now, man. And I'm telling you, I've been in studios. I've been in AJ Studio, DP Records. I've been in this guy Bad Family Music Studio. And there is so much talent. When I tell you, I've looked at guys, I got beats and I know I got a song that I'm doing on it, and the producer just decided to play it, maybe just like a little loop. And these guys would go in on this beat and they would just freestyling and they're singing and they're singing. And then I would ask them, what song is up? And they'd be like, no, we just doing a thing, just freestyling. And I'm asking, can you remember what you just said? And they're like, no, it's just whatever come to the top of your head, we just do it. But these are not the people that you would see on YouTube or on social media doing the thing. And for a lot of it, it's people with very limited resources, can barely make ends meet at the end of the day, and their priorities is just survive, right? I think one of the things is expand the circle that gets all of the resources at the moment. It's a very small circle, and it's no secret. I'd say expand the circle, man. Try to find new talent. Put out a sheet and ask people to come and do a little interview or do a little demo for your demonstration to see what talent they got, what songs what ideas they might got, and put some sort of program in place where they can get it produced, at least if not free, at a fraction of the cost, subsidize it somehow or the other. This thing it'll help to get more music out there. And as more music is there in the ether, I think there's more choices for the DJs. It's like a domino effect. There's more choices for the DJs now. Gonna be like, oh, hey, instead of the 10 songs that we hear that the Guyanese got, oh no, there's 100. So, and I kind of like 4 out of the 100, which is 4%. But cool, it's still more than zero. 4% is better than 0%, right? At the end of the day, there's a lot of simple things that can be put in place, man. But the circle has to widen, and the redistribution network that they have, it's gotta be bigger than what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any issues with having your songs play on the radio, or you're okay?
I have no idea if my songs play on the. Is this a PG-13 show?
You can say what you want.
Okay. I have zero fucking idea if my songs are played on the radio. I imagine they are. I've heard some of my music on the radio. I don't dig in on any of the DJs, but I quite frankly don't really care for it that much. What I do is what I have done is over the last couple of years is I have I've built what do you call it, like an email blast list where I have about 300 DJs. So every time and it's not just Guyana alone, it's all the different countries. So US and Canada and Trinidad, Suriname, Barbados, wherever DJs are. It fell into my lap by happenstance, right? And I kind of took it and added whoever else I knew in the bundle. And whenever my music comes out, I send it out. Whoever plays it, whoever shares it, I'm grateful for it. If they don't, cool. But I can say that I am making the effort to try to get it to you, rather than sit down and wait for you to. Oh, I ain't never hear me song on the radio. I don't want to be one of those who complain, and then there's always the battle between the two, with the chicken and the egg story, where then the DJs can come and say, oh, I don't create good music. Or nobody doing market itself good enough for anybody to care about your music, or nobody, it's like I said, it's a chicken and the egg story. I don't sit around. I don't care if they play it. I've heard it before, played on the radio. I'm grateful for whoever does, but at the same time, I also take the initiative to try to get it to as much people as I can.
I love that attitude. It's crazy that you have to have that attitude. But I definitely, understand what you're saying. It's like, instead of me waiting for people to move me, I'm going to move myself. I'm going to figure out how to get around to the other folks, instead of waiting for a group of people to say, oh yeah, this song is good. Let me play it. And that type of stuff. So that will always separate you from the masses. And even looking at your social media, you could tell that you are fully out here. People love and vibe to your music, but why don't you have Instagram?
It's a crazy story. I will. I've gotten so much beat down in the last 3 months or 2 months about not having Instagram. I know it's one of the biggest platforms to promote yourself and your music, especially in the entertainment business. But the thing is, I be sucked into social media so much that I strongly feel having another social media account to manage, I don't know what's going to, I'm so scared. And, beforehand, I always used to say Instagram is going to be my family app. Right? It's only going to be about me, my kids, my wife, my family. Like nothing else goes there. But I haven't, since I changed phones about two years ago, I haven't downloaded back the app, and there's an account. I probably got like 1,000 followers, but it's inactive at the moment. But I will, you know what? I will get that done. I promise. I will get that done.
Yeah, it's important, right? Because then, if I want to share your flyer or something like that, and I want to look for your song, then if I could type in your name, then your song come up. That's how you get people to hear your music and all of that kind of stuff. Instagram is very, very important, and I'm noticing that a lot of Guyanese artists don't have Instagram, and I'm like, what are y'all doing? Why y'all not doing it? Please do it.
Well, you heard my reason, right? My own is more of a personal reason, so I'm gonna get it started though. I know I lapse in that field.
Yeah. So, is there any particular one of your songs that tells us most about Richard the person and not just Richard the artist? Any one of your songs?
Yeah, man. That tells you most about Richard. You know, I think I love all the music that I do, and to be honest with you, I make music for me first, and then whoever like it, whoever gravitate to it. That's kind of the mindset that I take and I approach when I make music. If I need to like it first. If the listeners come, they come after. If they like it, they're gonna find me eventually. But I love the chutney music. I love the rap, and I love the dancehall little thing that I do a little, a little crossover thing and stuff like that. But you know what? I think reggae music. I ain't got the vocals for reggae music, but I think my reggae songs, for me, I think I enjoy them the most. And I would know if I could put my song and listen to it for an hour straight, one song on repeat, I know I love the music. I love that song. And this is something I can only do with the reggae music that I do. So a song called Broken System that I did. There's another one called Amerindian Girl. And there's another song called Get High. Those 3 songs are reggae songs that I did, and I absolutely love the hell out of them. And they can tell you they're more with the lyrics. It's a bit more personal, especially one of them. No, well, not Amerindian Girl, but one of them of the 3. But yeah, there's a lot of emotion behind those songs.
Tell me about that. Like, talk to me about the emotions behind those songs. Like, what makes them emotional for you?
Okay, good, cool. So I'll tell you one. I'll give you the biggest one. So there's a song that a collaboration that I did with a guy named Vision Clark. The song is called Chinese. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but it's a song called Chinese. Chinese don't know who's we, ting. So about maybe like a year and a half ago, we released it. And you know, by coincidence, they had a massive riot in Guyana, and the song was already, we already had the audio. It was already on TikTok like 6 months prior to that. But what ended up happening is we never shot the video. So we had the video and we put up this video. Just put video on a schedule to like a day, 2 days before it released on YouTube, right? So we had it on a schedule ready to release. So happened so that they had this massive riot, and that was when Guyana first learned about the word scrapes and these things. And so and they run in the Chinese place, and they beat up some people, take away the money, and broke up some place, and they did the people dirty, right? Which is bad. But we already had our song ready to go and drop, and it was a tough decision to make. And you know what, we didn't think anything of it, because we were like, this song is already out 6 months now. It's been playing all over TikTok. Like, what would be the problem, right? So we dropped the video. The video dropped about 6 hours after. So it happened the evening, the stuff happened. And our video dropped about 6 or 7 hours after this fiasco happened. And it dropped at midnight. And we didn't think anything of it. It probably had like 60 views from 12 o'clock to 4 a.m. And we're like, yeah, nothing is happening. So went to bed and what's that. When we woke up, the news, the Chinese, what do you call it? The Chinese Association, the government, the ERC, if you see people, what were on, we made headlines throughout the whole of Guyana for about 2 or 3 days. We were in all of the newspaper headlines. Anyways, when the song dropped, so after it happened, like people were bashing, like, oh, jail them, this, that, like, Guyanese mentality always at the bottom of the bucket. Like, they ain't they're afraid to speak out for the rights. They don't. Everything is offend them, basically. Yeah. Every fucking thing you say put 10 Guyanese in a room, and one of them must feel offended about something, and it don't even matter to them. It don't even got nothing to do with their business, but it offend them, right? So they had these people, like all these fucking people crawl out from the crab hole. They like, jail them and do this and that, whatever. And about a day passed, and they were going in on us, and I was I was home for about a day or two, and I lie down on my bed, and I was like, I reading some of these comments, and they were dirty, man. And I was like, yo, these people don't know what they're talking about. And I was like, you know what? I'm not about to sit down and respond to everybody on text message or go on the internet and start to, cuss up and think. I'm not about to go do that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do what I know to do because I'm a singer. I'm gonna go write a song, and I'm going to express how I feel through my music. And I didn't even know what I didn't know what the lyrics was gonna be. I knew the context of what I wanted to be, and we didn't have a beat. And I called my producer and said, man, I really need your help. We need to do this. I need to do a song right now, but I need it to be a reggae because I feel as though I can get my emotions out more on a reggae track. Because it gives you space to breathe and to speak, and for people to listen and understand. I think going and flying through space. And by the time I left my home to by the time I reached to the studio, I had the song already in parts, and my producer and I whipped up a beat and recorded this thing in 2 or 3 hours, and we finished it. And I called one of my other partner, AJ Records across West Side, and I say, hey, I need you to shoot a pro bono video for me because I just need to say what I want to say, respond to these people about this whole situation. While I was writing the song, coming down, like tears was coming down my eyes because I knew, like, I just wanted to like yell so much and explode, but I knew I was gonna get it over by just being melodious about it and just singing 2 lines, and I could get the exact same message over rather than go in a fit of rage. So there's some music, it got a lot of there's a lot of story behind it, and that's one of the examples.
Wow. That's powerful. Music is something that a lot of people don't understand, that how deep and personal it is and can become, especially for you guys who literally sit down and write these things or just go in the studio and just start singing. A lot of people don't understand the back end of music. They just hear you guys singing and say, oh yeah, the song sounds good. All right. Whatever. But a lot of times you guys don't really get to tell your stories in regards to the music. So, that's why I like to have these conversations, because it's important for people to know that, hey, I didn't just put out this song, or that song. There are things going on that this is my therapy, like this is my therapy session, to get out and deal with whatever I'm dealing with.
Yes, true that.
Yeah.
Most of my songs, regarding even the funny ones, there's always a story behind it. There's always some story I can tell you of how the concept came about or something.
Definitely. What is it, what I'm noticing a lot, and being Guyanese, I get annoyed a lot of times at the Guyanese artists. For me, because I'm like, you guys are fighting to have your music heard, right? And then, the whole bunch of beefs and all of that happens, and the fighting of each other and all of that type of stuff. What do you think needs to happen for, while the beefs are good for the music, all of it is not even necessary? What do you think needs to happen for Guyanese artists to understand that, hey, if people are seeing us in this light, they're really not going to try to work with us?
You know what? I have to disagree with that, because if you look at Jamaican artists, who some of the most notorious singers for, beef, and they're all over the place. So I guess, our culture is, Guyana for the most of it, true in music, is copy culture for the most, right? There's only a few people who like really who really embrace the Guyanese roots and culture and accent, and I could tell you most of them names off my head, but a lot of them, it's like it's like monkey see, monkey do. They're gonna look and see what this one do or what it sound like, whether it is Trini or whether it is Bajan or whether it is Jamaican. And listen, nothing's wrong with that. That every man to their own order. But I believe it's beef is something that is gonna happen regardless. It doesn't matter of which level you're at. Even in America, even in Canada and UK, like battle rap, Tupac, Biggie, Ja Rule, Eminem, like these things, it happens all over the place. And to be honest with you, I think if you really want the spotlight, it would give you the spotlight. Well, I mean, for bad reasons, but you're still getting the spotlight, right? If you wanna battle, like if you wanna really, if you like bite down on your mouth guard and you do your stuff, like you would be known as the most notorious person around. So I would go say, I don't see it as such a bad thing. I myself is fine. It's fine one or two trouble from time to time, but I try to steer clear of it for the most of it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. How do you stay clear of it? Like, how do you stay clear of it?
I just only get torment from old people and auntie, man. I don't know. There's where this there's where this get fucking me from. There's the only way it get me from. And so I want two big goody people. But I mean, what? I don't get sucked. I try not to get sucked into it. One to them is one. And as I say, as you got lyrics and you know for articulate your words and you know you could probably do a diss track, it is eat at you to, you know, just lash out and just blow up. But I mean, at the same time, I try to think of my family first and my job and my personal life rather than this, because this is just all an experiment and this is just a passion project and hobby of mine. And I can't let this supersede the bigger things in my life. So I just kind of, you know, talk what you want to talk. And I might just throw a little shade here and there and thing and stuff like that. But I wouldn't publicly come out. I ain't looking for beef with nobody. And also it eats at your brain, because if you don't have 24/7 to sit down in front of phone and social media and like really be on this thing, like you would lose your sanity. And I really don't have the time to do that. So no thank you.
Yeah, because once you start the beef, right? Once the beef started, you put out a song and they come back with a song and you gotta find a song.
Yeah. Otherwise you lose. Otherwise the crowd can say, "Yeah, this one lose," because he can't answer back. So yeah, it's not worth it.
It ain't worth it. It's definitely not worth it. What is a Guyanese artist that you would love to collaborate with? Who's that person?
That I would love to collaborate with, that I haven't collaborated with as yet. I don't really do a lot of collaborations. Not that I don't want, not that I mean, I kind of try to blaze my own trail, but you know, people who I've admired, one would be C Kush. I admire his skills and talents. This other guy, what's his name? B Nick, he's good, but I don't imagine ever being able to collaborate with him, because his tone, like his tone and mine, I don't imagine it would ever mesh. And for me, like that's a big thing. I wouldn't want to just do something with somebody just because of doing it. I would want to get the best possible song or best possible product out there, and you know, I wouldn't want to mess it up. But he's good as well. I admire him and his creativity. And absolutely, man, the pussy tight, it pinching. That's my girl, bro. Lola Doll. Lola Doll. Lola. She's so fucking good. Oh, and by the way, I'm talking about War. Like she is the benchmark for fucking War. Like and this is why I'm telling you, War, it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. And in this case, if you got the time for spend, she got his mantra for say 40 days and 40 nights. What the fuck I say now? I do it 40 days and 40 nights. But you understand, like that's her mindset, and that's what she choose, and it works. And I'm proud of her, and she doing she thing, bro. But so yeah, maybe one day we can find a project that both of us, that you know, works for both of us, and yeah.
Lola's a barn warrior. She's just a barn warrior.
She is a boss.
Yeah, she stay ready. She like, yeah, trying to take me from my throne, not my throne. Like I'm going. No, it's happening.
She's good, man. She's good.
Definitely is. She definitely is. So tell me about this song that you're working on called Summer Queen. Like, tell me about that.
Summer Queen, summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Get out of the way for the Summer Queen. Yo, so listen, That is a tune that was supposed to drop for this summer, but you know what? This summer done. But somebody was telling me today, hey, don't be an asshole. Guyana has got summer fucking 12 years, 12 months a year. So you really telling me it was summer done? Like they're like Guyana got summer 12 months in the whole year. You really telling me? I said, man, you know, but you know, a lot of people foreign minded, and then you're gonna drop something in September, and then they'll be like, we here drop there. Summer done already, like you know, so man, I don't able with it, man. It's just too much. They're too nitpicky. So I just keep me song and I can drop it till next year. But again, it's a. Did you hear it? I sent it to you. Did you get a chance to listen?
I have it ready to play. I have it ready to play.
Good. So it's and it's a reggae and it's a reggae song too. And this song, man, this I think I sing my best when I'm on reggae tracks, but I can't sing all of them. But I think I do my best when I'm on reggae tracks.
Okay, so here is Summer Queen.
Who, me?
Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Get out the way for the summer. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Get out the way for the summer. Whoa. Natural body, beautiful every day, pretty like the sunset rays. She speaks to me, everything fades, gonna cut you, baby. Yes. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby.
Summer Queen.
You need to drop this song.
I need to drop this song.
You need to drop this song. This song should come out. You shouldn't wait on it. You should not wait. This song need to come out.
All right. Let me talk to my producer when I come off here and ask you what we do. And we drop it.
Drop this song. Drop this song. It's August. It push it. It'll do what it needs to do. Drop this song. This is a dope song. I like it.
Appreciate it. All right. You've convinced me.
Yes, drop this song. When you drop it, make sure you say Michelle G said drop it.
Easy, I got you. So here what I want you to do. Keep it on rotation. You keep it on your rotation whenever you're running tracks, and share it up to your colleagues them and your DJs and selectors and so.
Yeah, I definitely will do that. No, like when sometimes you hear a song and you're like, listen, let's stop holding on to music, right? Because you never know what's gonna happen.
True.
You know, so just drop it. Just drop the song. Just definitely drop the song. So what do you have coming up next? Like, are you performing anywhere in Guyana, out to Guyana? What do you have next?
I have what do I have? I am supposed to be performing at Guyana Cup.
Okay.
And which is next weekend. And in September, I have a private event in Berbice. Some people son 18 birthday, and he brings his cousin them coming in from foreign, and you know everybody wants to see Richard. I'm popular among the kids, so I'm like Guyana Slim Shady. Bad influence, but yet they still love me. But and after that, I have a show at Boat House among with a few other artists. That's on the 26th, I think, 26th of September. I can't tell you anything else offhand. I can't remember. There's some other stuff though, but I gotta check my schedule.
Definitely. You know what you should do? This song right here, test it out. When your first performance coming up, drop it. Drop the song. While you drop it on wherever you're dropping it, drop the song, man. This song gotta come out. This song need to come out. song.
Okay,
This song needs
okay, we will do it. We will do it. We can drop this song. We're not gonna hold on to music no more.
no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Are you working on an EP, album, anything like that?
You know what? I wanted to do something like that, but I think I will do it. I love rock music, by the way. This is something new. I'm going to look at for 2027. It has no marketing, Guyana. It has zero marketing, Guyana. But you know, it's for me. Like I said, when I do music, I'm just gonna be wasting a shitload of money in production just for the love of rock music. But I think if I'm ever to do an EP, it would be with rock music. But it's not like these kind of bite off butt head kind of rock music. It's like alternative pop kind of rock.
Okay. I can dig it. I could
Like those soundtracks from those 2000 teenage movies, college movies, like American Pie, like those style of music.
I like it. I definitely like it. You know, Richard, I want to say thank you for being here. Like I told you earlier, when I heard the song Skin Your Body, I was like, oh my God, I've been wanting to talk to you, you know. And here we are at full circle having this conversation. And you know, you're a great artist. You're doing the music for Guyana, for yourself, and for everybody around you. So I want to say to you, know, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing is working. Because looking at your socials and all of that, I can see that it's working for you. So keep going and keep pushing through. Okay, don't give up on this just yet. Just keep pushing. Well, put out this song. Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna say to you. Put out the song.
Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you so much. Big up everybody that that tune in on your live, not just tonight, but every other night. All your supporters. It's platform. I want to say it's platform like these that has true meaning and give people like me, you know, the shine that we need. So thank you again, not just for me, for all the artists and all the entertainers that you bring on these shows and help to promote. So big up yourself and big up to your show. And you don't know, Richard says so. One love.
One love. Give everybody a social media handle before you go.
Yeah, so it's Richard Music Guyana on Facebook and also the same Richard Music Guyana for YouTube. Don't worry with TikTok. I don't really use that though, but
get it together, sir. Get it together.
I will.
Thank you for being here tonight. And definitely, you know, when you push this song out, Summer Queen, I'm gonna help you push it too as well. Okay.
I appreciate you, my love. Take care. Thank you.
Yeah. Good night. Yeah, with
Bye.
the fix, Michelle G.
Who, me?
Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Yeah.
I'm Michelle G. I'm out the building. DJ G is up right now. I will possibly see you guys next week. Good night. Bye. Or I might be here this weekend, you know, working something out. Bye. Bye.
Wait for the summer queen. Whoa. Natural body, cute every day, pretty like the sunset rays. She speaks to me, everything fades. Gonna cuddle you, baby. Yeah. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Get out the way for the summer king. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Summer got nothing on you. Summer got nothing on you, baby. Get out the way for the